almost about 3 years ago. I ran across a YouTube channel, and it wasn't something that would typically fit in the realm of videos that I would be watching. But for some reason, I clicked on it. And as it turns out, it was late. I was getting ready for bed. And I heard this lady speaking in a voice that was very soft and warm. And so I continued to listen. Well, as it turns out, she was talking about the subject of tarot, which I had no knowledge of at the time and didn't really have any interest in learning about it. But there was something about the smooth, soft way she spoke that kept me listening. And as it turns out, the next evening, I did the same thing. I actually went looking for that channel. And at the time, it seemed she was posting something daily. And before long, I started listening on a regular basis, still no real understanding of what was involved in tarot. And then she also started speaking about twin flames. Well, that was definitely something I didn't know anything about or had an interest in, but it seemed like a lot of her audience did. And I thought, wow, what's going on here? What is this all about? And basically got the understanding that it was like soulmates, but soulmates on steroids. At least that was my interpretation at the time. Anyway, fast forward to May of that year, I'm out on a walk, and suddenly I start having this daydream, and in that daydream, this scene plays out. And the scene that's playing out is a discussion between two women who are having a discussion about twin flames. And by this time, I had heard enough to gather some formulation of what it might be about. And one thing led to another, and I'm walking along, having this daydream, and it's playing out. And by this time, I had already been listening to Aluna Ash for some time, for a few months. So she felt very comfortable, familiar, etc. to me. Well, by the time I was done with that walk, and because that scene played out so vividly, I started writing about it. As a matter of fact, I started writing about it like a script. And one thing led to another, and I thought maybe that writing exercise would be done, but no, it wasn't. I took the next step and decided, okay, well, how would I film this? And I put together a shot list based on that script. And then I thought, well, geez, I've got the shot list here. What kind of setups would I have? Where would I shoot this? So for the next couple of weeks, I figured out where I would be shooting this scene, that scene. And before I really knew it, I was basically shooting a film or planning to shoot a film. And while this was no big budget production or anything like that, I wanted to do it anyway. So I'm going to hire some actors and have them come in and help me shoot this film, which is exactly what happened. I contacted a service with local actors and selected 2 people to participate with me on this particular project, and we had fun making it. And whether you understand the concept of twin flames or tarot or have any interest in low-budget production, this film is titled One Person at a Time.
Welcome if you're new to the channel. Thank you guys for all your love and all your support. This message is a quick message about this wave that's coming in, and it's actually during this Sun conjunct Uranus, which kind of makes it a little bit more intense or a little bit different. Some people are feeling this as a heightened psychic ability because the Uranian energy conjunct the Sun is bringing in the energy of Sirius for a lot of the collective, and it's about coming together. So these cards stood out to me when I was pre-shuffling. This was actually at the bottom of the deck.
I'm watching Aluna Ash.
I had achievement, but I was seeing it like this, and it stood out to me. So achievement with wholeness.
Playing solitaire?
Achieving wholeness. We have the heart chakra here, the heart chakra opening.
Tarot.
And because this was on top,
what a weirdo.
wholeness is being achieved because the heart chakra is pulling it. So if you're going through that and you know what's happening, that gives you the ability to work through it, I think, a lot easier. Meditation, focus on your breathing, yes, definitely. I'll explain a little bit on what I felt. I remember feeling suicidal, for sure, during my dark night of the soul. I felt like things were never going to change. I felt really overwhelmed. I didn't want to be around anybody. I didn't want to do normal things, like even getting gas, like gas from my car was a big deal. I would try and avoid people and socializing as much as I could. I felt really overwhelmed with everyone, everything. I didn't have energy to do much. I felt exhausted. I didn't even want to take care of myself. Like, I didn't even want to shower, none of that. I didn't care about any of that. Or even the 20th to the 26th, there can be this heightened sensitivity to your environment and energy and projections of other people. So symptoms can be different physically for everyone, but oftentimes the symptoms are pretty similar when we have these waves. So just pay attention to your body, make sure you're drinking a lot of water. Were we all delusional about the whole twin flame journey? I don't think so. I definitely think that there's divine connections that are coming together. I feel like a lot of us have been stuck on people that maybe weren't meant for us. We're collapsing these timelines. So it's not just the energy that's coming in, we're doing this through our awareness of what our reality is showing us and what's surfacing into our conscious waking state, and the projections from the past pulling those parts of ourselves back. If you look at your hand, Saturn would be the middle finger, and you can look at this in different ways. It really depends on how you're seeing life and your perception of things. The middle finger could be something that you use to flick other people off. And then it could also be representing the balance between the two fingers.
You did have some random thing. What I did to walk is, you remember that little teacup picture now? That lady adopted a second little poodle. Only this one.
13-day cycles within the traditional Maya calendar or traditional Maya astrology. Each day rules a different energy as well, and there's tones for each day. And I'll put more of that in the description box in case anyone is interested. So the energy that's coming
I
in
thought you
with
weren't
the equinox
interested.
is connected to Sirius,
Well,
it's connected to the heart
you know.
chakra, heart chakra activations. There will be, in my opinion, a solar storm or a geomagnetic storm.
Is she ever
that comes
on
in
camera?
when we have
Maybe someday.
equinox. So this is
What?